Vipul, your first reaction on the decision that has been taken by Mamata Banerjee government in Bengal. She has said that this is the reason why the government has gone ahead and banned the film is because they want to avoid any incident of hatred and violence and to maintain peace in the state.
I'm surprised with this reason given because this is the fourth day of the film, and lakhs of people have seen the film in Bengal yesterday and on Saturday, and even today. The theaters are running house full. People are watching the film in big numbers, coming out and emotionally expressing how much they have loved the film. Nationwide, the film has become a blockbuster. Uh, and more than the success on the box office, it is the love of the people that the film is getting. So I am a bit surprised that where is the law and order hassle in the film, and if it has not happened for last 4 days, why was it anticipated suddenly today at 5 o'clock? And that is something that I am unclear about. I checked with my distributor. I asked him in particular that was there any incident of, any incidents of any kind of violence. He checked with everybody and he said, no, there is nothing, absolutely nothing. And he was looking forward to the evening shows. He said almost every single screen and every single theater is going to be houseful tonight. And so that kind of enthusiasm when audience is showing, and there is no violence whatsoever. So I am unable to understand the logic given by the Chief Minister of Bengal.
Okay, let me say a little more about what the Chief Minister has said. She is saying, what is the Kashmir Files? It is to humiliate one section. What is the Kerala story? It is a distorted story. So if anything, she is saying that this is a distorted story. So I want to understand from you, what facts will you put on the table to counter netas who are saying that this movie is a communal film? It's a propaganda film to demonize a particular community.
I wonder whether she's got the chance or the time to see the film, and the comment that is being made is an informed comment. But having said that, I have spoken on your show twice or thrice that this film is not against any community, any religion, or the state of Kerala. This film is against the terrorists. And honestly, we thought that we will be applauded. People will say that great courage to expose a terror network which is destroying the lives of our daughters. Instead of that, we are getting some political parties taking a completely opposite side. So I am surprised that talking about terror or exposing a terror racket is offensive to some. It's a shocker for me.
Will you be reaching out to leaders in opposition? Because there are certain developments that have happened also in Tamil Nadu, where President of Tamil Nadu Theatre and Multiplex Owner Association has gone ahead and pulled down the Kerala story from theatres in Tamil Nadu.
So in Tamil Nadu, there is one person who has come out and threatened the government or theatre owners at large that if they show the film, he is going to create violence. And I am surprised, shocked beyond words that such a powerful government in Tamil Nadu, DMK and Congress coalition government, cannot control this one man and give the required protection to all the theatre owners and let the people see the film and decide for themselves if the film is good for them or no. It is a unthinkable situation that one man can bring the entire machinery to its knees. It's rather shocking.
And, what we have seen, despite all this happening, despite the relief that came from the Kerala High Court, which had said that you can go ahead with the release. My question now is, what will be your message to opposition netas who are calling this movie a design to spread hate?
So first and foremost, the film was, given the relief by the Chennai High Court, Kerala High Court, and Supreme Court. There were in all 15 petitions, and all the courts have, all the honorable courts have put those petitions aside and given us a clear certificate to go ahead and showcase the film. All I want to tell are all the leaders or anybody who is opposing the film that once the censor board has cleared the film, and after that two honorable high courts and Supreme Court of the country clearing the film, you still want to oppose it, please oppose through a democratic debate. We can have a very healthy debate on whether we are a hate monger or we are terror exposer. We can debate about that. But we are common people. We don't have the power to, create a kind of a reaction where we can create a protest of 10,000 people. That is only possible for political parties.
Okay.
As a common man, I can only ask for my democratic fundamental right, which is given to me in this case by the courts, the highest courts of this country and the Censor Board of India. You have an objection to my film, let's debate, no problem.
Okay.
But to have this kind of a high-handed attitude, how is it helping our country's democracy and freedom of speech?
Okay, I have the director of the film also joining us. Sudipto, good news certainly for the producer and the director because of the collection that you have had in the last 3.5 days. By calling for a ban on the movie, do you think it's an attack on freedom of expression? This is the right which the opposition often bats for.
Of course, it is a kind of raging a war against the freedom of speech, raging a war against the will of the country. Because, as you said, last 3.5 days was just euphoric. You won't believe that within 3 days we are being announced as the blockbuster. And more interestingly, people in our social media handles, if you want this testimony, I can send it to you. That people who were abusing us for last 10 days apologized on the social media, saying that it was our mistake, that we were calling names, we are abusing you. After we watched the film, we realized that you have done a great service to the nation. The point is, ma'am, we are the filmmakers. We worked for 7 years for this film. In the film, we spoke about the pains and agony and the tormentation of 3 girls. One girl right now is in Afghanistan jail. One girl committed suicide. Her parents come in front of our camera to depict the story of their daughter. And one girl who is, nobody knows where she is at this point of time. Just tell me that telling the story of 3 girls and their process of how they have been indoctrinated, how they are brainwashed. And it is not the story which me or Vipul Shah has fabricated. It has been told to us.
Okay, since you are saying that this is facts, Sudipto, since we are now talking about that number of 3, the opposition says that you, caught the imagination of this entire nation by exaggerating that number of 3 into 32,000.
The point is, if you have seen the film, you will not raise this question. The problem with this country is only the people who did not see the film yet, they are raising the question. People who have seen the film, not raising the question.
Can I come in here, Maria? For last 3.5 days, you can go and check it on social media everywhere. There is no conversation from the people who have seen the film about this number. They are just shaken and moved emotionally with the sheer tragedy that the girls are suffering. So now when there is no way of raking that 32,000 back into the conversation, and when the audience has accepted the film as a true depiction, they have accepted our stand on it. Now we are facing a different kind of onslaught. So that is what I look at it. You look at, there are millions and millions of tweets and Instagram posts, not one talking about number. They are saying thank you to the filmmakers for making this film. You can see it for yourself.
Okay, since you are saying that there are a lot of thank you messages that you're getting, so Dipta, I want to understand from you, will you be reaching out to the opposition and perhaps holding a special screening for them, because we are seeing that happen for the BJP president and others. All have gone and seen the special screening. Will you be making that effort and telling Mamata Banerjee or MK Stalin, मैं आपके लिए एक special screening करवाता हूँ?
नहीं, मैं JP Nadda ji or whoever has seen the film, we did not arrange any special screening for them. They went there. They are the responsible politicians. They went there to see the film, to understand that what is the film is all about. I folded hand will request Mamata Didi and Mr. Stalin to watch the film first and find out if there is anything of which they call it objectionable, because we already have presented the film in front of 145 crore Indian. We are going to present the film to 48 to 50 countries on 12th of May. The amount of interest people are waiting with throughout the world, it is overwhelming. So we are not going to tell them that I have arranged the show for you, come and watch. I will fold and hand.
So, Sudipto, if you can get your audio fixed. In the meanwhile, Vipul, the point here is that with the backlash that is happening, one state which has banned it, another state theatre, owners have taken this call of pulling it down from theatres. Are you prepared for similar reaction coming in from, say, opposition-ruled states? Because it has become a political division now. It is being seen as being backed by the BJP. The entire BJP weight has been thrown behind this film. On the other hand, because it is being backed by the BJP, the other side is reacting by banning in the state, West Bengal, of course, being the first one.
See, we don't understand the politics and how to play it or how it is played out. We made a film which has touched the hearts of millions of people already, whether in the states which are ruled by BJP or whether it's the states where it's ruled by Congress or any other party. There are so many states which are not BJP ruled, and the film is doing extraordinary numbers there. The kind of reaction that we are seeing there, people are chanting slogans at the end of the film. They are rooting for Shalini to come back to India. And that is what we wanted, right? That's what we wanted to tell the people, the human tragedy of these three girls. And that's connected with them. So I really don't understand the politics of it. And if somebody wants to really, as much as I understand that politicians always want people's support, in this case, people are supporting the film. People are supporting the cause of the film, that it's a fight against terror. So I don't understand why any politician would want to go against the people or support the terror angle of the film. So it is beyond our understanding. But whatever it may be, I'm not expecting many states to take this kind of stand.
Okay. So perhaps Bengal being the only one, and for the moment, let's see what happens tomorrow. Sudipto, there are certain authors who have been trying to understand the ideological fault lines also, which have been brought in this movie. Is there an ecosystem, and they are of the opinion that there is an ecosystem which had managed to firmly keep a lid on what was truth, an uncomfortable truth?
See, the thing is, it is not uncommon in the world. Issue of global policy against different countries has been hatched by ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, or Taliban. It is predominantly controlling many parts of the world. So our country was not away from that. But in the different countries, like in Europe, they have isolated the terror network. When the issue of the terrorism comes, whole countries stand by together. But unfortunately, in my country, what is happening?
Yes, Sudipto, I can hear you. Maybe you have a constant audio that is coming. Can you hear me?
These people has told everywhere that terrorism has no religion. We believe that terrorism has no religion. But when it comes to Kerala, some people stand by and say we are targeting a religion. But end of the day, it is terrorism which is the story of our film, which is the thing which is tormenting these girls.